Hey guys, it's Wadz with the Wadz Up channel. Thanks for joining me again today. Today we're getting into the adventure build part 5 of our 2024 Ducati Desert X. All right, part 5 of the Desert X build. And today's upgrades are all about real world protection and comfort. We'll see how the new Wunderlich Marathon Windscreen holds up. We're going to take it for a test rip. And yeah, it's basically a Wunderlich feast with some iconic engineering solutions mixed in. So you got option to add some bling orange if you're a KTM guy. Maybe if it was red, but I'm gonna go with the clear. Uh-oh, the Ducati cops just showed up. They don't like orange. So if high-end, well-made gear isn't your jam, now's the time to pull the pin. But for those of you who care about practical mods that actually make sense for adventure riding, this is the good stuff. So we got a new windscreen. That's the minimalist approach, and I guess a lot of you guys would say this is the Maximus approach. In addition to more wind protection, we're also doing the Wunderlich Extreme Radiator Guard to protect us against those bratty rocks and trail debris. Behind you have 4 other clips, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just press those in. And we're also doing front and rear axle sliders. And as a bonus, we're going with the Wunderlich Sidestand Enlarger because the stock one is a little bit of a joke. So we're going to give ourselves a little more of a wider platform, all simple installs. And to round it out, I've also got the headlight protection grille from Iconic Engineering Solutions going on. What I liked about this one, guys, is you got the clear lenses, you've got the optional for the orange rings if that's your vibe. The honeycomb is in between the 2 lights, but the honeycomb does not cover each lens. And I believe in BC anyways, when you cover the honeycomb over the lens, that makes it illegal and off-road only. I don't know about in the US if they super enforce that, but they can be real dicks here in BC. So I didn't want to give them an excuse to come after me. So that's why I went to Iconic Engineering Solutions for their solution there. And it's just 2 bolts in the bottom here to install it, and then 1 on each side. So quick and easy install, quality product. Ties in the whole stock vibe really well and just looks damn cool, doesn't it? Yeah. Everything's installed. Time to hit the road and see if the Wunderlich Marathon Windscreen makes a difference. Guys, we just got back from the ride, and I got to take this jacket off, man. it's damn hot. So anyways, net, what did I experience? 85 kilometers to about 125 kilometers. Those were kind of the speeds that I was testing. And in the past with the stock screen, I felt these little micro adjustments. And what I mean by that was it felt like in the shoulders and in the pec area, I was taking these little hits, almost like I was being hit by snowballs. And I know that might sound dramatic, but that was the feeling I was getting. There's just these little impacts from turbulence, which can be a little bit unnerving when you're just pointed straight or in a corner and you get this little micro turbulence, and you could almost so much that you can feel the body rotating. That gets exhausting both mentally and physically when you're on the bike for long periods of time. So I knew I had to make a decision. Did I really want to keep the stock screen windscreen and have that sort of minimalist look, or did I want to upgrade and go with the Wunderlich Marathon screen, which notably is much bigger, and then take a bit of a hit on the look because, you know, it doesn't have that sort of minimalist, stealthy kind of vibe going on, and it has more of a Maximus. But I actually don't mind the look, but some of you guys are going to say, well, that thing is not my jam. That's fine. But personally, I had to make a decision whether I wanted to take a little bit of a fashion hit, let's just say, and have something more functional that I felt more confident. And that achieves that. I do feel more confident. I'm not constantly adjusting. I don't feel these turbulence in the upper shoulders and pec area like I was feeling on the standard one. I'm 6'1", 185 pounds, and I've got this Nex helmet here. Now, I will say that this helmet's horrible. I don't like this for turbulence. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this helmet. I think I could do a whole lot better in a helmet to reduce some of that buffeting. But just specifically around the windshield, here are some other things I noticed in terms of where the clean air was. So the test I did was about 45 minutes. Okay, so take that with a grain of salt. It wasn't a long ride, but it was enough to feel right away that I wasn't getting the turbulence in the chest area or in the upper shoulders. I was just getting it under the chin and to the lower parts of the helmet. And it was, the ride was predictable. I wasn't getting these micro turbulence that was trying to rotate me, and that was impressive. I'm like, finally, I've got some clean air. So then I was able to lean into corners confidently, whereas before I was a little bit concerned about leaning deep into corners because I was worried I was going to get this turbulence and then, you know, create a bit of a, I don't know, just something not good with the steering. And that's always in the back of my mind with the past setup, unless I was under 85 kilometers. So I know I'm going on a bit of a rant here, but I know you guys that are looking for a new screen, you're probably looking at the WRS, you might be looking at the Wunderlich Marathon, and you're wondering, is that something I need to do? On this bike, you can see I went with the CRG Rottweiler quick flip, and I got rid of the horrible stock fly swatter or whatever those stupid mirrors are. I got rid of those, and that was to try and help with some of the buffeting, right? That helped, but I still was looking for more. Of course, you can never entirely get rid of the feeling of the wind on your arms because they're exposed, but this, you know, additional width coming off the windscreen, you can see it, how it really flares out quite a bit more than this stock. Honestly, that wasn't my expectation, to completely get rid of all wind. I just wanted it to be a little more confidence inspiring. Let's quickly go over some of the other things we installed in part 5 here as well. This is the Wunderlich Radiator Guard. It's more of a contrast there. The other one was all black. This one's got the silver with the black frame. Anyways, when you compare the two of them, you'll see that the plastic one holds back a little more air, and this one allows more air to flow, which is going to result in a cooler running bike. And it just looks cooler. We also did And for you guys wondering why it sounds the way it does, go back to part 4. I've got a whole video where we talk about what we did to try and take away the sewing machine-esque sound of the Desert X, unleash the beast within. And so that's why she sounds like she does right now. The front and rear, if you're sliding, they're going to take up some of the protection and take away the hit to the fork, but also provide you to dissipate some of that, I guess, the energy or the impact. Don't tell anybody, but this is from Amazon. I did this one too. This is from Amazon too. This is hilarious. But you know, it says adventure on it, and that's the widest part of the bike. So, oh yeah, I know what we're missing. Larger footprint. I like to do a whole lot of pivoting with the bike where it's on the stand. I just carefully balance and rotate it in tight spots. We're doing a part 6 as well, so stick around for that. And don't forget to subscribe. I gotta say that. Throw me some love. Any questions, drop me a note down below. I get back to everybody. All right, guys. Peace.